I'm going to start off right off the bat today with a little story about this congresswoman she's from Staten Island. Her name is Nicole Malliotakis. And she's on Instagram, Malliotakis, Malliotakis. And she posts a picture next to Cher with the worst god-awful rat wig I've ever seen. This is Cher. This is, with all the money they've got, this is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. And she says, that moment when you meet your favorite entertainer of all time, hashtag no politics. Nicole, this is on Instagram, because she had to do this. Do you know what this rancid Cher has said and done and advocated about your president and us? But Nicole Malliotakis, Republican, who couldn't wait because the moment when you meet your favorite entertainer, I'm a little girl and I'm on social media. I'm a little girl and look at me. I'm standing next to Cher. Do you have a political brain in your body? And let me tell you another problem, a big problem I've got with her. I will never forget this as long as I live. You know, we're just regular folks. We're nobody big. We're not Cher. Okay? So Mrs. L one day wanted and was asked by her fellow constituents in the child advocacy group and the anti-human trafficking and the safety for kids, Lynn's Warriors. There was something very, very important called Kids Online Safety Act, KOSA. She tried with Schumer. Schumer said, blow it out your ass. Schumer's a waste of flesh. We're their constituents. He's our senator. Okay. Nobody wants to have anything to do with this because they're miserable. This is the Democrats. So anyway, finally she says, okay, here's one. Staten Island Congressman Nicole Malliotakis. That moment when you meet your favorite entertainer of all time. Hashtag no politics. Hashtag I don't forget anything. Hashtag you got to be kidding. And I'm sorry, this may be petty, but did you see this rat wig? What is this? Did Cher lose a bet? You got to put this thing on your head? Anyway, so there's Nicole Malliotakis. She's a Republican from Staten Island, which is God's country. So anyway, I drive. We got there. Mrs. L, we're driving around, and we got to find this place. And finally, we found her representative, her office. Nicole Malliotakis, hashtag no politics, apparently so, could not have treated my wife ruder and more disinterested, along with her staff member. She sat there as Mrs. L was explaining why it was important for her. Not for her, not for us. We're not asking anything about us. It's not about us. It's about kids. It's about the Kids Online Safety Act. You dig? The Kids Online Safety Act. It's about children. And apparently she does adhere to this notion of no politics because it was the most ridiculous thing anybody's ever seen. She just ignored us. Ignored her. And she sat there the whole time going through her phone. Like it was just like anything else. Anything else? What else did she even brought, listen to this. These very, not that it matters, but these very expensive, not expensive, but these handcrafted cookies with Lynn's Warriors. You would think, you know how people in politics, they kind of lie when, you hand them like, Mr. President, we brought you a 10-gallon hat. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? You'd think they would say, well, thank you very much. What did she say when you gave me the cookies? I don't eat these. That was it. And the aide couldn't have been ruder. It's like, well, listen, we got to look through this. Well, this is a Kids Online Safety Act, as opposed to, thank you very much for coming here. If you don't live in Staten Island, it's a kind of a pain in the ass to get there. It's an island. I mean, okay, fine, it's worth it. But she couldn't have been more discourteous. Mrs. L posts a picture like, here we are. I met like, you schmuck. You should have acknowledged this. No acknowledgement, no like, no nothing. But share. I will never forget that. This is what's wrong with everybody. This is what's wrong. Let me explain something to you, honey. You work for me. You work for us. You are not a star. And what this is the little girl showing all her other, maybe she was bullied as a kid. Maybe she wasn't popular. I don't know. Look at me now. That moment when you meet your star. It's look at me. She didn't even say anything like, it was great. Cher has fond feelings for Staten Island, or no. It was about me. Look how cool I am. Look how cool I am. I can't believe how stupid. Trump just won, and all these celebrities that we hate, beyond anything. You can take your phone out. We hate beyond anything. She basically, I turned the phone off. She's basically saying, oh, this is Cher is the vilest. She's in that Bette Midler group. She's in that View group. This is how stupid these people are. You don't know how to do this. I'll never forget this. They make you feel stupid. Like, what did I go here for? You couldn't have been ruder. We have nicer treatment at the DMV, Nicole Malliotakis. Nicer at the DMV. Going into a Jiffy Lube, it's like hail fellow well met compared to this. This is how stupid. This is what happens when you have children pretending to understand everything. This absolutely infuriates me at levels you can't even comprehend. How about a word from our sponsor so I can calm down? Listen to this. New reports reveal that the average person has $8,674 in credit card debt. Plus, the total average consumer debt is a shocking $104,215 between mortgages, auto loans, student loans, credit cards, and unsecured loans. Unfortunately, without outside assistance, many will continue digging themselves deeper and deeper into the hole of debt. Now, I've advised and counseled friends and clients for years who want to take back control of individual debt about this secret weapon that has helped so many consolidate everything owed into one affordable monthly payment. They even helped negotiate a settlement agreement that will allow you to pay less than the total balance. Listen, they settled over $275 million in debt, and they've helped people become debt-free in an average of 28 months. I've had such an incredible experience referring clients and friends that I wanted to partner with them here and introduce their services to you, my loyal Lionel Nation family. If you want a helping hand to get out of debt, I absolutely, positively, and strenuously recommend booking a free consultation now by going to nodebtwithlionel.com. Look at the address. Once again, that's nodebtwithlionel.com. Use the link I've provided under the title. Listen to me. You can take control and learn how to get out of debt now. You know, we have a lot to talk about here, okay? Let me explain to you something. I know that what I'm going to say, and I can tell, people don't understand what's going on here. People don't understand what's going on. It's not about Cher being overrated. It's not about Cher. It's not about Cher. It's about Nicole Malliotakis. It's about a tone-deaf Republican, Staten Island Republican congresswoman who had to show the world, I'm standing next to Cher. If Jane Fonda were there, would you do that? Oh, you were so wonderful and cute. This is the issue. Remember what I said, issue, rule, analysis, conclusion, IRAC. What is the issue? The issue is not, again, look what the focus is. Cher's overrated. Cher's another Streisand. I don't like Cher. Who cares about Cher? You're missing the point. Let me say this, and I'm glad you're writing this. Missing the point. It's not about Cher. The issue is not about Cher. She does her thing. I mean, she leaves, she doesn't leave, she says she's going to leave, she doesn't like this country. I don't care. The issue is not about Cher. The issue is not about Cher. This is what happens when we get into scrums. What's the issue? What are we focusing on? Who did wrong? Why does this matter? What's important? That's number one. Number two, what do you want? Besant worked with Soros. McCary suggested giving vaccines to pregnant women. The Surgeon General said something favorable to vaccines. What do you want? What do people want President Trump to say? I will only pick doctors who have rejected vaccines from day one. Anybody? But Cher was Doog and Moonstruck. That's it. That's all that matters. Actually, I thought she was better in Face, which reminds me of a lot of people. Mask is good, right? No, I'm saying Face, Mask, whatever the hell. Close enough. What do you people want? What do you want? Where are these doctors? I see these people. And listen, I understand this. Let me explain something to you. The medical profession is the biggest bunch of sniveling cowards of them all. They will do whatever the consensus is. They are absolutely, positively, without a doubt, the most horrible. They sit back for years allowing doctors recommending that children be subjected to puberty blockers. There should have been this mad rush, but everybody saying no, they didn't say a word. During COVID, the doctors never said a thing. And here's the best part. We are not doctors, but we're experts because we have the internet. There are people who all of a sudden are vaccine experts overnight. We have a friend of ours, physician, who said, you're not going to believe this. We're seeing whooping cough. Case after case after case. Never saw this before. Never saw it. Well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That so-called vaccine. I got to tell you something. Thank God we don't have to worry about this. But if we had a baby right now, and somebody said to me, are you going to see, and let's say I could, would you actually, seriously, right now, could you say that it's a good idea to forego, to say no to any and all vaccines from now until the end of time? No matter what it is, you just say no vaccine. That make any sense? There's a picture of Nicole Malliotakis handing out cookies in the steps of Capitol on November 20th. She doesn't eat those, though. Well, it could be. Oh, Holterman's. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, right. Well, that's because it's a Staten Island thing. It's very good, White Monkey. Very good. Let me tell you something. I don't know the first thing about any of this. Nothing. But all I know is everybody is an expert. Everybody. Everybody. They know everything. It's like you've got one group who says you take every vaccine, and you got another group that says you don't take any vaccine. Overnight. I don't know the first thing about it. I would have to research. I wanted to get a real understanding. I want to study how it's done around the world. And I would try my best to not confuse COVID with this world. But it's big pharma. What about big agri? What about what you're eating? What about that? Well, GMOs. Well, okay. There's big agri. There's big this. There's big everything. All of a sudden, there are these experts. And somebody somewhere will get Marty McCary. I think it was one of the best voices of them all. Absolutely. And there's no balance anymore. There's no balance. Everybody's an expert. There's an expert. They overnight they know everything about COVID. Everything. I don't know the first thing about it. I have areas that I move towards. I'm thinking I'm leaning in this direction. I have learned one thing. I don't believe offhand anything that the government says about anything. So this is no different. But all of a sudden, they're coming after Trump. You shouldn't pick Marty McCary because he said this. The Surgeon General said this. And Besant, the billionaire, whatever, he worked for Soros. So what am I supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? You're as worthless, not you, those people, as these JFK researchers. You ever met those people? On November the 22nd, there's always somebody who comes forward and says that they always come forward and they suggest that there is this, I don't know what this, I was just thinking, I just lost my train of thought because I saw something else that came forward. A theory, a hypothesis, and once it is put out, people believe it. This is that the Titanic was sunk in order to stop central banking. And at the background were the Rothschilds and JP Morgan, and the whole ship was brought down to stop central banking. And people who believe this. So I have all these things. It's the most incredible story in the world. John Jolane says Donnie and Marie picked up where Sonny and Cher left off. It was a hell of a war to capture the minds of America. Remember, we're getting into this world now about, and it's the oldest thing in the book, in the world, where the older, the more conservative types don't like the long hair radical. We've heard this forever. Let me throw another one at you. Do you know anything that is going on? Anything? I know Nicole Malliotakis doesn't. And I know the Republican Party doesn't. I know nobody in the Congress knows anything. Could you explain to me, do you understand the notion of what's behind the arrest warrant of Bibi Netanyahu? Is anybody following this? The ICC, ICJ, but ICC in particular. And do you notice how even Canada has changed a few things? Do you know what the ICC is? Do you know how they say we have to abolish the ICC, the ICJ? You didn't mind it when Milosevic, remember, they call it the International Caucasian Court. They're normally African leaders and they're arrested. And we don't care. And when they went to Milosevic, yeah. And oh my God, they went after Putin. Do you remember the story about that? No. Putin was, I'm paraphrasing very, very loosely. Putin was on this list based upon the finding that was drafted by a Yale professor or something along those lines, who suggested not genocide, but war criminals. And these people were actually, turns out, they were treated kindly. Anyway, it's a long story, but it was the fastest tracked. And Americans loved it. They loved the war. Well, it was about Putin. They love it. Now they want to abolish it. It's ridiculous. They don't know the first thing about it. Why is Cher still famous? Again, people are fixated on Cher. Thank you for this, but what are we talking about Cher for? Cher's not the point. That's not the point. Cher, who cares? Famous who? Why is anyone famous? What does fame mean? Why is Kid Rock? One of the biggest blowhards of all time is Kid Rock. Absolutely. I don't even know what he does. But he's one of us, so we love him, and he's great. What is Kid Rock? I don't know. What has he done? I don't know. Is he a great? I don't know. You want to go into fame? What is fame? I can't believe the amount of people who are talking about Cher. You see what this is? This is called low-hanging fruit. This is why Fox News. You get something that's real easy. It's like, I don't know about this subject. I think he's mentioned vaccines. I think he's mentioned the notion of this. Politics, ICC, ICJ. I don't know that. But I can make fun of Cher. I can make fun of Cher. That's easy. She sucks. What about this? I liked her show. I like Sonny. What happened to Sonny? That was sad. Sonny was hit by a tree. In George of the Jungle, Sonny was hit by a tree. He was married to Greg Allman. Their son Elijah Blue. What about this? What about Chastity? By the way, Chastity Bono, talk about this, was the first legit trans, Chaz. There was no kidding around about that. That was not somebody sitting in the front seat of a car pretending to care. Sparky says, American education is a filter which lets the obedient through. It's no wonder medical doctors, as a profession longest in education, submit to authority quickest. They want their gold stars. They also want their money. It's very simple. If you don't go along with certain things, no matter what it is, you are going to. Same thing goes for cardiology protocols and other things as well. It's the same story. It's the same story. It's very simple. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. I remember there are people in my family, it's so funny. They diabetics, or how many times have you heard about stents? And anyway, doesn't matter. But you see, this is where we are today. There is a level of analysis, not in this country, but it's elsewhere. And I think, Sparky, you may have seen it, because every now and then you have to know where to go. What Europe is talking about in terms of Israel is beyond anything. We are in a vacuum. I can't believe we know nothing about what's happening in the Middle East. Nothing. Mike Huckabee, Elise Stefanik. Oh my God. We know as much about what's happening in Israel as the left knows about Project 2025. It's the most incredible thing out there. Raul says, I bought the book, Saints Preserve Us. January 28th is devoted to Thomas Aquinas, the saint of pencil makers, students, and theologians. Let me tell you something. That is Saints Preserve Us is the best book on saints. Also, Martin Scorsese is doing some. I was listening yesterday. Oh my God! In the car, they were talking about. Well, what's so wonderful about this is because these stories are about facts. John the Baptist is not a fact. Joan of Arc, maybe, but not John the Baptist. This is Fox News. John the Baptist is not a fact. I don't even know what. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I live in the wrong world. Let me show you what's going on here. You know what this is? Did you see this? What do you think this is? What do you think this is? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Let me see. What do you think this is?
Oh, heck, Duke, he looks terrible.
Wow.
Yes, good morning. Welcome to County Down, a very, very blustery County Down. Late last night, about 3 o'clock in the morning, we had snow. Now we've been battered by winds and really, really ice cold rain. It's not sleet. The rain is just so freezing cold. And what's happened is the roads are now flooded, trees are down, and underneath that line water is ice. So anybody that is out and about this morning, please be very, very careful, because this storm is only but picking up at the moment. We have cleared the snow side of it, but things are getting worse on the wind side. Cork and Galway have got a weather warning that is coming in for heavier winds, and that of course is in the deep southwest coast of Ireland. But here we are on the east coast, and why we're here is this is now heading towards Britain as we speak, crossing the Irish Channel.
Let me ask you something. Whenever this comes up and I talk to people about this and they say, do you think that there's a possibility of weather being manipulated? Because they've never seen anything like this. They've never seen anything like this in the history of mankind. They've never seen anything like this. Do you understand? They've never seen anything like this. They've never seen anything like this. They've never seen anything like this. And whenever I talk about this, I ask a very simple question. What is it that America needs to know? What is it that America needs to know to prepare for something is going to happen, either because of some kind of civil insurgence, some type of disobedience, some type of BLM again? I don't know what. But what is it? What do you think it takes? But more people than you know are saying, I got it. I'm ready. Could you go 1 week? If you couldn't leave your house 1 week, what would you do? Could you live? No. You run out of food so fast, you don't even have food. You've got like stuff, condiments, and you've got no. Few people have it. Preparewithlionel.com. Not going to ram it down your throat. Not going to tell you what I'm telling you right now. Preparewithlionel.com. This is the most important and critical thing. Just go check out their website. Just go to preparewithlionel.com and see what's there, and you will absolutely be amazed, literally, as to the information that is there. And while we're at it, while everybody's talking about free speech and everything else, Mike Lindell, ladies and gentlemen, is still alive and well from mypillow.com. Mike Lindell was the person that they told, shut up and get out of here. Remember, Bed Bath & Beyond and others turned their back on him. They're out of business. He's alive and well. What do you think about that? Mike Lindell, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Lindell, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. Christmas, start getting ready for your stuff. Your stuff. I cannot say this enough. I was listening this morning. I'm listening to, oh my God, the Middle East in particular. I was listening to Mehdi Hassan. I would, have you ever seen this Douglas Murray? This Douglas Murray talks like this, talks like this, and just, don't you understand that there's no such thing in Gaza because they, of course, can leave and go to Egypt. And there's nothing in Egypt. Apparently, the people in Egypt don't care whatsoever. So why should you care? What are you saying? I don't know. I talk like this to such an extent that even I don't know what I'm talking about. I speak in this rather effeminate form. I talk like this. I'm very this. I sit back like this, and I don't know. I talk like this. Incredible. It is incredible. We need a channel. We need to sit there and say, folks, if you are going to be looking only within the prism of this election and this country, you have no idea what's in store. This is incredible. We have never seen anything like that in the notion. And people are saying, who cares about international courts? You loved it when it was Putin. But that was different. You loved it when it was Milosevic. You loved it when there was all these weird African leaders you never heard of and whatever. So you love it. There's no way to explain the criticality of this. None. I want you to listen to this. And there's one particular, I tried to edit this, but let me explain also something. The level of comedy today, in my humble opinion, is so bad. Maybe I mean, put it this way. A plain old joke about, observational stuff doesn't really get me. So maybe it's me, maybe I'm just, but I got to tell you something. The political stuff is so difficult to define because the stories themselves are funny. I want you to, you probably have seen this, but if you didn't, please watch this. And it's very, very good. And there is, of course, an F-bomb in here, but I think you'll be able to handle it. Listen to this.
Thing about the election is a lot of liberals were driving Teslas. And now they're fucking trapped. Dark MAGA Elon came out. Gotcha. The T on the back is for Trump. You funded the last 6 months of the campaign. And they can't get rid of them because Republicans are like gasoline. I can just see people now with a Sharpie at night going up to it. R-U-M-P. You're not going to be able to look at a Tesla without thinking about that ever.
Now, he's got to be careful because somebody's going to do that and they're going to blame him in some kind of weird, inciting argument. These are brand new times, my friends. This is the most incredible time. I want to also sit back and say, now, wait. First of all, do not become so smitten with Trump that you, now follow this. This is going to be most difficult. Don't become so smitten with Trump that you accept everything that he does, but don't trash him for everything he does either. Okay? Does that make any sense to you? Does that make any sense? If he wants to pick Matt Gaetz, let him do it. Matt Gaetz was stupid. I don't know what that was about, but that was okay. Okay. I like Matt Gaetz. Okay, I know you do. I like Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz is funny. Okay. Don't be like that. We have these people. I love Matt Gaetz. I know you do. I love Matt Gaetz. I'm going to go MAGA. Okay, good. Oh, there's Kid Rock. Yeah. I don't know what this is. I hope we're not like that. We don't sit and we're not. This isn't a fan club. I'm not like Miss Nicole Malliotakis, which my goal of a lifetime to be said no politics. What? All right. We need to balance this. It's not going to be perfect. The news is really good. I want him to unleash. And I want you to sit back and do like I do. Whatever you want, Mr. President. Whatever you want. We're here for you. We fought like mad, and now we're not going to go through every time. Oh, Marty McCary said something about vaccines. Shut up. Would you stop this? Let the man show the world we are behind it. We will get to that later. We just beat the most vile and corrupt administration in world history. I don't care what Marty McCary said 20 years ago, 5 years ago, 5 seconds ago. Mr. President, if you like him, we like him. How about that? Good for you, sir. If you like him, we like him. You got it? Got it. If you like him, we like him. You got that? You got that? This is the part, this is the thing which you have to understand. Just respond, just relax. Be his friend. Just sit back. Just take it easy. We won. Give the man a break. That's all. That's all. By the way, February 22nd, back at the cutting room. Tickets are available. Go to the description section here. I don't know what this man, I don't know what we're talking about. I'm so goddamn tired of these experts. Experts on the law, experts on medicine, experts on this. What do you want the president to do? Seriously. I love these vaccine experts. What do you want him to do? No vaccine. What? You want him to lose? I don't care. By God, I didn't get the jab. Well, okay, fine, great. But it doesn't matter. The point is, let him win. Let him enjoy our time. Whoever he wants, whatever he wants. You want her? Fine. You want Ben Carson? You don't want Ben Carson. You want Tulsi? You don't want Tulsi. You want this? Whatever you want. He's got a reason for this. I think he knows what's out there. I really do. I really do. I want your pledge. You're going to be behind him. And whatever you do, whatever you say, Mr. President, let's show this absolute mindless fealty. Let the left just collapse. Let Elon be Elon. I don't care what he does. He's driving these people crazy. For all you know, President Trump could have told Elon, "Oh, listen, what I want you to do is I want you to come in. And I want you to just look like you're too close to me. And then drive these people crazy. And talk about how you're going to buy MSDNC and call it X or whatever it is." Sparky says, picking Gaetz for AG was the big ask, which allowed Pam Bondi in. Hope DeSantis picks Gaetz to replace Rubio in the Senate as a major league troll. If this is a strategy, it was insane. She was a win. Pick her anyway. Why would you have a hiccup for a moment? For a moment. So they can say, okay, your guy steps out. Hey, we won. Oh, no, no, no. That was so we could get Pam Bondi in. What? That's so we could get Pam Bondi in. The reason why he picked Gaetz, who was under investigation, who looks so, and I told you about him for years. You don't even know half of it. The thing that people don't understand, the people that aren't grasping, is the fact that, oh, what the hell is this? The thing that people aren't grasping is that it doesn't make any sense. Don't give me that 4D chess. No, the reason why is because you see Pam Bondi. No, pick Pam Bondi to begin with. Pick Gaetz to do something where you don't need Senate approval. Let him do whatever it is. Let him be a version of Tom Homan. Tom Homan he's borders are. There is no borders are. He creates it. This doesn't make any sense. Why would you want to deliberately do this? Pam Bondi is absolutely would have been perfect from the get-go. Why? Doesn't make Pam Bondi look good. Pam Bondi only is like, well, you're second, you're sloppy seconds. Well, he didn't really want you. Well, that's terrific. No, it's genius. What's genius about it? Well, because what? Teresa Skinner, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand this. No, sometimes they knew they would have told him he will never make it. I don't care. I want to do it anyway. Okay, whatever. Now, don't forget, Bill Clinton had Kimball Wood, who's a fine federal judge, Zoe Baird. I think there was some kind of nanny stuff. And who did she get? That strange, the prosecutor from Miami. What the hell's her name? The one who was the John Goodman looker. RC says, RC, he's a brand new YouTube member. Thank you. Brad Rung says, Bob Casey conceded the election. It was the only way to make it happen. Great show last night. You could have went all night. Time flies when you're on. Indeed. No. Is this a good move? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Pam Bondi, though, you've got to think about it. You notice how all the girls, Laura Trump, Tulsi Gabbard, the Alinas, all of them say, "Oh, we love Pam." They got to dig up pictures of Pam. Oh, look, we love her. We love her. We think she's great. We think she's terrific. Oh, that's great. Look. The bottom line is simply that we don't really care. But just remember, Janet Reno was the one that was the last choice after they went through these two. It's no big deal. Nobody cares. It doesn't matter. I would want Pam Bondi to feel you were our first choice. She's really, I mean, she's from Tampa. Went to the same law school together, worked with the same Hillsborough state attorney's office. We parallel path. Good person, straight as narrow, good person, smart, very loyal. Everything's fine. Why not pick her right away? I don't know. Bad move, picking Gorka again. Johnny Mass says, why is it bad? Why, John? Why? John, he's just some non-specific. He's some, hang on. Gorka, former Trump advisor Sebastian Gorka, will serve as deputy assistant to the president and senior director, whatever. Why is it a bad mood? I think he's full of shit. Okay? Gorka, Sebastian Gorka. Hello, good evening. Fine. I don't care. You like him? Good for you. Good for you. This could be his best buddy. Gorka might be the best thing anybody's ever seen. Do you know him? No. Do I know him? No. He looks like a magician, like the Great Blackstone or Harry. What was that? The Great Blackstone or whatever. Come on. Why is it a bad part? Why is it bad? John Jelaine says just about anything will be better than Garland, Barholder, Ashcroft, Reno. Yes, absolutely. Why is it that everybody loves it? Oh, he's not going to be any good. What do you know? What do you know? I don't even know these people. Do you know how far they went back? Oh, here we go. Freddie says, Zionistically zealous. Ooh, Fred. Fred, what do you think we should do? Get rid of the Zionists? Is that what you want to do? Tell me, Fred. Tell me what he should do. Tell me. What do you want to do? Put Max Blumenthal up there? No. Seriously, Fred. Tell me. What would you do? Do you understand? Politically, what do you think you should do? Judge Napolitano, love him. John Mearsheimer, love him. Alistair Crook, love him. Jeffrey Sachs, love him. I wouldn't get those people near. In my heart of hearts, Mearsheimer would be like my great Secretary of State. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What do you think you're going to do? What do you think you're going to do? Zionistic. Well, it's the Zionist again. What do you want to do? Tell me. Can't answer that. Of course not. Because it's easier to sit back at home and just say, well, you think Trump's going to give it? Let me tell you something, Israel, and you too, baby. You're on your own. Here we go, America. We just cut all ties, Israel. Forget it. AIPAC, twist in the wind. You got that, Adelson? We're on our own. Go to another country. Buy them off. Get out of here. And you, Jared, get out. Are you kidding me? Tell me. Because if you ever said that, you'd be out of the White House so fast. Are you kidding me? That may make sense intellectually. That may make sense, practically. Politically? You really want to do this? You really want to do this? You think it's a good idea for the president right off the bat to sit there and say, well, let me tell you something right now. If you think it's business as usual regarding Gaza, Good news, Abu Mazen. We're on our way. Are you nuts? Now, if he wanted to do that, the thing he would do is he'd do it behind the scenes and say, I want you to know this is over with. We're not going to make a big deal about it, but all of these missiles and all these 2,000-pound bumper busters and thermobarics, they're gone. But we're not going to embarrass. It's going to happen. And they'll know right away. See, that's the best part. That's the best part. That's the best. When people sit back and they think that, my favorite too is, well, didn't President Trump say that he was going to release the FBI? Would you release the FBI if you found out now that Alan Dulles was on the grassy knoll with the 30-06? Would you release that information? Would you? I'm serious. Would you just release anything? Anything. If it's true, that's it. If it makes us look bad, that's it. Would you? Would anybody really do this? Would you really do this? Because if you do, you're not in my administration. No way. You want to sit there? Locomo too? Sorry, you can't do that. You're not going to embarrass this country. No, it's government. Government. No. Do you have to do this? This is my favorite. The truth shall set you free. No, it won't. What is this, a bumper sticker cliche group? Do you know how politics works versus reality? Reality is great. We can do this. We can go on Amy Goodman. I can go on The Gray Zone. I can go on and talk with, hey, I'm on with whoever it is. Look at me. I'm on me and Crystal Ball. Yay. Zionism. Boo. Okay, fine. Or JFK. Let's open it all up. Let's bring all these people up. Have you ever, my favorite are the JFK investigators. They don't tell you anything. They don't say anything to you. Nothing. They say nothing. This is the part that scares me about Americans. There's the YouTube reality. There's the social media reality. Then there's the political reality. And then there's the reality. What are you going to do? I mean, I just love this. I love when they sit back. And I think the world of Max Blumenthal, he's very, very smart. Aramante, but they say stuff. It's like, I wouldn't let you near the White House. Well, they should go ahead and just arrest Bibi. What? Yeah. Lure him over here. I'm not saying Max said this, but people are suggesting, yeah, have him come here. And whenever he's here, arrest him. Arrest Bibi? Yeah, are you out of your mind? Are you crazy? Well, what do you mean? Well, it's genocide. It's like, oh my God. Oh my God. That's like my 9/11 friends. Well, we should go there and release all of them and go after Larry Silver. Are you doing that Silverstein stuff again? Are you kidding me? You want to bring this up? You know, my question is simply this. What do you want the president to accomplish? Tell me. You want him to investigate everything? Clear the record? Go after your pet projects? You know, maybe right now it's not a good idea to go after things like geoengineering. I might be able to use that as a bargaining chip. How about if we close all these military bases and bring all that money back home? We are just itching for a war. Why don't we end this Ukraine business right now? Because the Ukrainian, they're talking about World War III. And I'm going to say we're going to put an end to that talk right now. That's number one. That's the first thing. What happens next? What's the number one? Let me ask you something. What is the number one? Look at this. The ICC needs to arrest Fauci. Did you just make that up? Seriously. Did you say that because you thought that was cute, or are you serious? See, I can't tell anymore. I can't tell. I think people just say things as they arrest. The ICC is going to arrest. I'm taking you literally. The ICC is going to arrest Fauci. You mean it? Okay, here we go. Fauci is a criminal. Chuck, why is Fauci a criminal? Seriously. Why is Fauci a criminal? You think Fauci did this on his own? What did we do? Is Lionel a dual citizen? What does that mean? Of course he's a criminal. Okay, Chuck, why? Why is he a criminal? Tell me. What did he do? What laws did he violate? Drew West says, I want Trump to make America great again. That's it. Absolutely. Tell me, what did Fauci do? What did he do? What did he do? Here we go. Do away with the Satanists. This is lunacy here. The Satanists? Well, first of all, you got to define Satan, and then you got, I don't know what the hell that means. How about the Luciferians? Well, whatever it is. See, this is where we just throw stuff out there. I don't know what I'm talking about. Fauci, arrest him for what? Forget for arresting him for the... What? What are we talking about? Sparky says, maybe Trump appoints extremists to give Israel a false sense of security so he can remain above ground till the inauguration. Then he pulls the rug out. Well, put it this way, Sparky. I think that there may be something, if that's what he wants to do. I don't think Trump, put it this way. I think Trump says, look, I'm not going to get into any kind of talk about genocide, ethnic cleansing, or apartheid. I'm not into that. What I want to do is I want to stop all the money going there. And we are slaughtering people in this massacre in the Middle East, right? Massacre. And this story about Gaza and Hamas doesn't make any sense anymore. And I'm not buying it. Nobody else is. Okay? You got that? Okay, great. Let's just make sure we get to the bottom of this. Everybody got that? Let's make sure we got that straight. Let's make sure we understand this. And here we go. Look at this. Fauci lied about COVID and destroyed our economy. That's what he did. What did he lie about COVID for? Prove the case. What are you talking about? He lied about what? Go ahead. Prove it. Tell me he lied. See, you think this is easy because you're sitting back there and you think, I know what I'm talking about. Prove the case. How? How did he lie? Well, he'll say, well, here's the study. Yeah, but that was a lie. Were you lying? I lied it. He might have lied later on regarding information, changing some testimony. Maybe if you think you can prove this case, good luck. Wait till all these people come and say, no, this is science. No, we changed it by. No, we didn't know at the time. You don't understand. This was something that was brand new. Later on, he retracted. Later on, he did this. He's been the longest running. Good luck. No. You don't understand that. Chuck Haney said the entire thing was a scam. Chuck writes in bumper stickers, big things like it was a scam. What was a scam? The whole thing. Scam? Listen, Chuck, I love you, but I would eat your lunch if you even tried to come in with that stuff. You wouldn't know what hit you. I can see it right now. Oh my God. That SARS-CoV-2, a scam? Oh, you would beg for mercy. Let's put on the evidence. Let's show them. What this is. Well, I don't know. No. Haney's a scam. No, let's put it on. You put on your evidence it was a scam. You've got to prove it's a scam. You can't just make an accusation. Prove it. I don't know how to prove it. Look, I'm on a chat group. I don't know how I'm talking about. I'm full of shit. I just put out stuff and I put capital letters. That's the way we are. But do yourself a favor. Act like an adult. If you're going to say something, have something behind it. This doesn't work this way. These days are over where you can just say something. This is what the left did, and you went crazy. Trump's a criminal. Trump's a rapist. Trump's a... And you said, you've got to... And you demanded this. But when you're in charge, you can make... Because you hate Fauci, and you get into the scrum. There's loads of stuff. I'm not saying he's not guilty of anything. I'm just saying you don't know what it is. You also have to understand how the realities of stuff. Why isn't Tiffany Henyard? Why hasn't she been charged yet? I know nobody cares about that. I know nobody cares. Why? I don't know. Why was Diddy charged federally? not state, federally. Federally? What happened to that fellow in that, the guy who owned those islands? What about this stuff? What happened? I don't know. Now I can do some big, capital letter, it's a scam, and it's in the black book. And okay, fine. But what is it? I don't know. I just speak like this. I don't know the specifics. You have any idea? No, I don't know anything about them. That's the beautiful part about this stuff. It goes back. It's very similar to what I said before about people who are JFK investigators. There's one guy in particular. He knows so much and will never tell you who killed JFK. But he can tell you everything about it except for who killed JFK. Doesn't know. He'll tell you about Tippit. Tippit could not have walked from the house, the car, to the corner at noon because he had a 38. It was a 45. He did 1,200 steps, not 1,000 steps. Those 200 steps were accounted for. And Payne, who was Marina Oswald's landlady, knew Tippit, and she gave Tippit the gun, and it was Tuesday versus a Wednesday, and there was a Wednesday, and who killed Kennedy? I don't know. But Tippit and the lady and this and Carlos Marcello, who killed Kennedy? I don't know. But it was a Mauser, and it wasn't. Thank you, ML Pope. Thank you. You see where this is? And the people that I know love to go to these conventions and say, okay, 61 years ago, what do you know? I don't know. You should have been to the 9/11 groups. Oh my God. They knew. Oh my God. It was about fact. And the passport could not have survived. And how come it landed? Okay, that's great. Been through all that. Let's go for the $1 million question. What happened? I don't know what happened. But the passport and what does this all go back to? What does this all go back to? No critical thinking. We get mad. We get into a scrum. We have an idea, a little bit about something. We're kind of half-baked. It's like this thing you resent, something from the past, maybe a Christmas party or something you got mad at, and you've always had a grudge about it. You just don't know about this. And you say these, why you good. And the left does it too. Trump, you good. They never say anything about it. By the way, meanwhile, Kamala is laughing her ass off. Tampon Timmy, gone. And they're sitting back and they're waiting. They are just waiting. They've got everything in line. They are ready for stuff you can't even imagine. But there's one thing about the president. And it was a great line and we saw it from Raging Bull. Remember when Robert De Niro says, "You didn't knock me down, Ray. You didn't knock me down. You didn't knock me down, Ray." Trump beat will beat every criminal, civil, every court charge there is. Sparky says, how about that new Russian missile? It can cause pinpoint devastation. A way to go nuclear without going nuclear. No fallout, no enduring mess. How about that? And isn't that something, Sparky, the way we keep digging it and sticking our thumb? Which reminds me of this. The most important man in political commentary today.
And that's LA, and that's New York, and that's a lot of places that got fucked up by incompetent people.
Sorry about that.
I just feel safer knowing,
who is this guy?
I feel safer knowing that Trump is in office.
I do too.
I feel great about it.
What I don't feel safer is right now they're launching missiles into Russia.
Yeah.
How are you allowed to do that when you're on the way out? Like, the people don't want you to be there anymore. There should be some sort of a pause for significant actions that could potentially start World War III. Maybe that would be a good thing that we would like to avoid from a dying former president. Mm-hmm. The whole thing is nuts.
I mean, look, I don't know shit about politics.
Zelensky says Putin is terrified. Fuck you, man.
Now, I'm sorry. This is more important than anything, Jake Tapper. anything, Jesse Waters, anything, whatever, anything. They're going to be watching that. Not Gut Bucket, not Hannity, not Maddow, that's done. This is the voice of the new medium, the sound. It's like Dylan going electric. Sparky says, you missed my earlier super chat about Judge Napolitano. Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. Let me go back. Hang on a minute. And I love Judge Knapp. Don't get me wrong. Oh, taking down Judge Knapp in the gray zone does make you seem like a dual citizen. Unusual for recovering guy. No. Taking down, first of all, let me tell you something. I have said repeatedly, I love this guy. I think he'd be one of the best Supreme Court justices. But if you think saying what Max Blumenthal says, if Trump would say that, Sparky, are you kidding me? You think that's taking down? Do you think, would you advise President Trump? Yes. Hi, my name is Sparky. Lure Netanyahu here and arrest him and turn him over to the ICC. I know you don't mean that. And that's not taking anybody down. And you know that. And the Catholic thing, and, that's like this, is whatever. I mean, I don't care about that. Doesn't mean anything at all. But that means you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Now, let me explain something to you. And you know this and I know this. There's what we talk about. There's what the judge talks about. There's what Colonel McGregor talks about. But you know and I know, they can't say that if you're running a country. Extra Mile says, just blame everything on the Knights Templar. There you go. Sparky says, talking down, taking down. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Excuse me. I read that. Talking down. Nobody's talking down anything. Do me a favor. Don't be that's my Max. That's my gray zone. Don't say that. That's my, whatever her name is. I used to watch, I don't know her name. Halper, Katie Halper is very, very good. They say some great stuff, but don't be so provincial about this, and don't be so, territorial, talking down. No, stop it. It's not a show. It's an ideology. And with all due respect, they're not the only ones saying this. Would I be talking down Mehdi Hasan, who makes a lot of good points? I wouldn't let him anywhere near the White House, near it. Though he makes a lot of sense. This is politics. You want to win or do you want to be right? Do you want to win or do you want to tell the truth? Do you want to win or do you want to make people know what the truth is? I want to win. It's not the way things work. You know it and I know it. Now, speaking of which, let me ask you a question. When's the last time you checked your devices for malware? Malware attacks have increased 643% since 2020, with approximately 10 million personal and corporate devices compromised with data stealing malware in just the last year alone. Additionally, 19.8% of computers face at least one malware attack annually. This emphasizes the critical need for individual users to protect themselves, their devices, and their data. This is why I use today's sponsor, Virtual Shield Antivirus Pro, and I love the peace of mind it gives me. Virtual Shield Antivirus Pro is an award-winning antivirus with real-time protection, malware removal, ad blocking, scheduled scans, multi-device protection, and more that stops malicious downloads in their tracks. Without Virtual Shield Antivirus Pro, I would risk my finances, banking details, personal data, and more getting into the hands of cyber criminals. Thanks again to Virtual Shield Antivirus Pro for sponsoring today's extravaganza. And do yourself a favor and sign up for a free 7-day free trial, of Virtual Shield Antivirus Pro during their early Black Friday sale happening now, and get up to 75% off. Yes, you heard that. Up to 75% off only at virtualshield.com/Lionel. Once again, that's virtualshield.com/Lionel. Ricardo says, I recently purchased an old public school desk. I feel safe having a secure place to hide in case of a nuclear attack. You know, I'm so glad somebody out there somewhere is talking about things that really matter. Like, for example, the notion of nuclear conflagration. Because one of the things that Annie Jacobson has said, which I think is most fascinating, and I think is very, very critical, is the fact that it's the tripwire effect. Now, look, let me ask you something. Quick question. Do you want to tell the truth or do you want to win? Do you want to make sure you got everything? I'm going to get to the bottom of 9/11. I'm going to get to the bottom of geoengineering. I'm going to get to the bottom of JFK and RFK. And I'm going to get to the bottom of everything from 1898 and Remember the Maine and Vietnam and My Lai and the real story, the real truth about Watergate and what Watergate was about. I want to get to the bottom. Oh, look at this. I love this. Truth. This is so funny. Hang on. There we go. Here we go. Look at this. Truth is winning. Yay! We're winning. No, not really. All right. Well, you told the truth and you lost half of Pennsylvania. I don't care. We win. We're telling the truth. Yay! No, you lost. No, we didn't. Yes, you did. The Democrats just took the House because numbnuts over here took some preposterous position that you knew was politically disadvantageous. And the polling, it doesn't matter. We're telling the truth. Oh, for the love of God. Sparky says Trump doesn't need to appoint Max or Judge Napolitano, but discouraging Trump or his people from watching or listening to them is beyond foolish. Who in the ever said don't listen to him? Who in the world ever said this? Whoever said, no. Don't listen to him. Oh, no. Listen to Elise Stefanik. Are you kidding me? You need somebody, and I don't know if any of these people will tell him, say, listen, Mr. President, let me tell you what the truth is. This is the truth. Oh, you let them know. You watch Max here, here, and here. Watch this, listen to this, and Mehdi Hassan, and Poppy, and all these other greats. Oh, absolutely. And Norman Finkelstein. You listen to them. Know what it is. Understand. Recognize this. Here's the ICC. Here's the ICJ. Listen to one of the judges who approved, I believe, the arrest warrant is a Holocaust survivor. Yes. Are you out of your mind? Did you ever hear me say, don't let Trump listen to, don't tell Trump about the truth. Don't let him know this. You okay? Is it tinnitus? What is it? Whoever said this, you got to know everything. You got to know everything. You've got to know who's dirty, who's good. You've got, in order for you to position yourself and get into that 4D, look at this. At least RFK watches the Duran. At least RFK sold out to Shmuley Boteach. Remember that, Sparky? Remember that one? Now, let me tell you about RFK. As long as there's a dead man switch, it's not that I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Not him, but who he is. He gets a little bit psychologically. I'm worried about. Just make sure he's not in charge of. I don't know if this. Maybe he needs Senate approval. I don't know. Be careful. Still keep him. I'll take 1,000 of him over whatever. But don't think. And I'm surprised at you, Sparky. I thought you after Shmuley, after that ridiculous thing where he basically tried to explain how he's not anti-Semitic. You remember when he went and we saw this dog and pony show. It was embarrassing. Remember that one? I'm surprised at you. Maybe you're a double agent. I don't know. John Jelaine has a bunch of emojis. Okay. Thank you for that. Don't know about that one. Oh, no. Listen. Let me tell you something. You've got to stop. Oh, I love this. Chuck, you are so naive. Truth is not subjective. There's an objective truth. Knowing the truth is how you truly win. What kind of... You should put this on a doily or something. Like our home. God bless our home. Live free or die. Truth is not a subjective. Truth will destroy you. Truth is the last thing in the world you want to get a hold of. Truth? You want to reveal everything that we've done? Do you want to tell the enemy, and we have enemies, what we're doing? No, it's the truth, by gum. Tell them, NEM. That's right, Dorothy. In our country, we speak the truth. We never say, it'll set you free. And even though it gives our national enemies a lot of firepower, especially when we let them know what we've done to them, maybe even stuff they don't even know that we did. But we're going to clarify it. The truth shall set you free. I'll tell you where the truth does make sense. And this I absolutely agree with, is for us to say the truth. We should be able to say the truth. You should be able to truth. Even silly, saccharine, anodyne, childlike, puerile, juvenescent pieces of tripe like that. You should be able to say that. You should be able to opine about anything. If you think that air causes premature pregnancy, you should be able to say it. I guess what I'm talking more of is not so much truth, but unfettered, unabated, uninterrupted freedom of speech. That's what I want. But if you want the truth, you're not going to be on my team. No. I don't want you on my team. Truth? What truth? You know, and I know that this has been, in politics, has been absolute. It's lying. It is mendacity. It is deception. I don't want the Democrats to know. And I'm going to lie to them. And they're going to know what I'm saying, but I'm going to lie. Absolutely. And a lie is the misrepresentation of fact, not truth, fact, because truth is a weird thing, truth and fact and reality. And there's all these little versions of this. Oh, no. My dear friend, we can get into this stuff, but I want you to understand gray. I want you to understand moral relativism. Do you believe that a child in the womb is a human being? Yes. Do you believe that human beings should be protected? Yes. Do you believe that innocent human beings should be killed? No. So you're against abortion, right? Yes. Because that's the truth, right? Yes. Good. Good luck. Go ahead. Say that. Go ahead. Say that. That's the truth. Tell them. Go do that. Dennis Vitrino says, we've been lied to for so long we cannot even recognize the truth. Stop with this word, the truth. Stop it. It's like words like good, fair, honest. What does that mean? You speak of these apodictic terms in which you love to speak of these absolutes. You love these absolutes. Truth. What about Israel's truth? What? What about Bibi's truth? He doesn't have any truth. What? He doesn't have any truth. We have the truth. He doesn't speak the truth. He's a liar. He says you're a liar. Well, of course he's a liar because he says I'm a liar. No. Has Joe Biden ever spoken the truth? No. Ever? Never. No. Nobody? Nope. Nobody. We speak the truth. They're wrong. You see where we're going? You see where we're going with this? It sounds terrific. Truth is not absolute. What is truth? Absolutely not. Is there a God? Of course there is. It's the truth. It's not what the Dalai Lama says. Who the hell is a Dalai Lama? the Jainists and the Hindus, and they don't believe in the notion of a creator. Well, they're wrong, because that's not the truth. They think it's the truth. Well, that's not the absolute truth. Who determines the absolute truth? Me. What? Me. You? Yes, I say it. Why? Because I write in capital letters, because I know what I'm talking about. I know what's going on. This is called delusions of grandeur. This is this sense of omniscience. You are oracular. You are Delphic. I know exactly what's going on, and I understand, and I recognize the absolute truth. And how dare you? And you're not American. We're American. That's my favorite. You're an American. Why, you're... Oh, another one too is evil. You're evil. He's evil. This is nothing but evil. Is the United States evil? What? Are we evil? When we've killed people in wars for no particular reason? Are we evil? Are we? Are we? Not us. That's not what they think. They think we're evil. Were we evil for the Vietnam War? What was that about? Well, that was a misunderstanding. No, we were like Fauci. We took the bad information, bad data. We kind of knew it was wrong, but we were, making money and doing the best we could. Defense stocks were through the roof. Did we lie then? Well, is it? Truth is absolute. Do I look pretty in this? Yes, you do. No, that's not true. That's a lie. Well, that's that's a fib. That's a fib. What's a fib? A fib is short of a lie. Evan Webb says the truth may keep you sober, but it won't keep you out of trouble. We are not going to solve all these past events, but we can try to fix base and current problems. I like that a lot. I love people, though, Evan, who believe in these absolute. There's no such thing as absolute. None. No such thing. None. This is my favorite. I love when we talk about truth. I love this. And only the simpleton believes, or better yet, forget the truth. Right and wrong. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. No need for this whatsoever. None. History shows that Eisenhower, Curtis LeMay, MacArthur, Stimson, all of these people, all of these folks, all of them said, we don't need this bomb. There's no need for this bomb. But we did it. We did it. Do you understand what I'm saying? We did it. And we did it twice. And why do we want to do this? To show the Russians. To show the Russians we killed all those people. And you think Fauci's a problem? You want to put Fauci in prison? For what exactly? What did he do? Did Fauci kill people? Kill them? Prove it. Well, I can't prove it, but okay, I'll show you. You see that thing? It's called the Enola Gay. Watch this. That's Paul Tibbets. Boom. We did it. So you've got people saying, who are these people talking about this? What about us? Well, listen, that was a war. That was different. What do you mean that's different? What do you mean that's different? We're giving Biden a hard time because he's maybe equipping Zelensky with arms, with something to protect. And you're right, there is a wrong way. But what about what we did? What was that about? I don't know. We just did some stuff. What? But it's the truth. You don't understand it. We're the good guys. We are? What? Well, we are. Vietnam? Oh, God, don't bring up Vietnam again. Let's talk about Fauci. No, I want to talk about Vietnam. Did Fauci kill 50? And by the way, these are the ones that we know of. 58,000 Americans killed for what exactly? And that's not might be the missing, but the wounded, the psychologically destroyed. I think I think the suicides are on that. What about that? Well, it's before my time. Most history is. What about that? Well, yeah, but still, you don't understand. What do I not understand? What do I not understand about that? Oh, Fauci's different. Why? What is your thing with Fauci? Well, because he got away with it? Because you didn't go after him. Because your Republicans didn't go after him. Jordan didn't go after him. The House didn't go after him. The Senate didn't go after him. Nobody, DOJ, your government, nobody. Jim Jordan was there, put on a hell of a show. Remember all those Rand Paul? How about Mayorkas? That's a good one. You want to talk about truth? Well, that was their side. Mayorkas, they basically they created AIDS. Honey, what time is that we said you? Okay. We had these things. We live in this world. And I just love the fact that we focus on a few things, just a few things. And we love to speak with such certitude. This is the best story of them all. This is the story that I said, and I believe was responsible. I think this might have been the biggest issue of the entire election.
At Martin Luther King High School, and I run on the cross country team. So I'm constantly affected by these actions that have taken place this season. And I have been around the females and just my team in general who have felt almost silenced to speak out about it because the whole LGBTQ is shoved down our throats, it is put in our face, and we live in a society where it is almost impossible to speak out on it without facing the repercussions of it. And I went myself to have a discussion with the head of the athletic director when nobody really felt comfortable enough to speak out.
Good for you.
I don't think it's fair, knowing Caitlin and knowing Taylor, to see their spots getting taken away, to see all these things being jeopardized for one person. It feels as though that my school and the school district is choosing to support one person instead of the whole team and the whole school as a total. Like, it's not fair. It's not okay. I try my best not to put personal beliefs into it, but seeing this first-handedly, seeing my teammates getting their spots taken for one person.
Are you listening to this? This is, believe it or not, you might be surprised. This is some of the most eloquent advocacy I've ever heard.
That's choosing to be a girl. It's not okay. I've done my research. I've looked into the CIF rules, and I've looked into the NCAA rules, two completely different things. And when I went into this meeting with the athletic director, I knew that. I knew that going into it, that teachers and coaches.
Okay, this is the one we're going to go on. This is the thing which I love. This is now let me explain something to you. Is her argument about truth? Is that the way you look at it? She says something which is more important. And she talks about this word which is we never talk about. It's called fair. And under the 14th Amendment, we have this particular provision regarding equal protection. It's not fair. And fair is an easier thing than what's true. True will get you in trouble. True, you can be charged with espionage if you speak the truth. Remember, you will not be charged with espionage if you give false information. Might be some conspiracy, perhaps, maybe, but not false information. You will only be charged with libel if it's the truth. So it's a weird kind of a balance. Truth will not set you free. Truth will get you in trouble. False keeps you out of trouble. Did you pass secrets to the Russians? I made them up. Well, what's that? I don't know. It's called bullshit, I guess. Well, it's not really a secret. So truth is not sometimes good. Do you think people are telling you the truth about anything? It's fairness. Fairness is the bottom line. Equal protection. The idea that you are sitting here and you're saying, how can you take this thing away from me? It's the most important issue there is. And they should take, do you know what it's like to be a young lady, to speak before a school board by yourself? There are adults. Adults can't even do this. And we always love to say, and myself included, because I'm guilty as the next one. I'll say, kids today don't even make eye contact. They bubble. They don't talk to you. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. This is it. I want you all to realize one thing. Truth is the biggest lie there is. Tell me the truth. You act like you can't handle the truth. It's this word. It's like, that's not really it. You don't want that. You don't want the truth. Because you have to have something that can be defined absolutely. For example, pregnancy. Sometimes it's a false positive, but pregnancy exists. That is a truth. It exists. That's real. This is pregnant. And dead. Dead is really true. There's no. That's good. That's good. Everything else, is he tall? Yes. Wait. Compared to whom? Oh, yeah. To a basketball team? No, not that. Okay. Next time you're out someplace and you see somebody who's 6'6", I saw somebody the other day who was 6'6", and he would be like, not short, but normal size in the basketball team. We were at the cutting room, and there was a security man there who was 7'3". Wasn't he 7'3", honey? It was 7. I think it was 7'3". I've never seen anything like this. And okay, so is he tall? Well, yes. Compared to a horse? Wait a minute. You said he's tall. You implied what compared to human? So we get into this thing about truth. I don't know what the truth is. Whatever. There's no such thing as that. Let me explain to you something. At best, what this president has to deal with is so horrible. He's got a buffet of shite you've got to deal with. And I want to tell you something, and this is the most important. Priority. And you know what's really not a priority here? Israel, Middle East, Lebanon, Iran. America doesn't care about that. Just don't hurt us. Now, let me tell you what I would do. And this is scary. You always want to think like the bad guys. Right now, there are some folks who are suggesting, and this is important, there are people who are suggesting, be on the lookout. There's all kinds of possible terror threats. Now listen to this. There's terror threats. Uh-oh. You know what I would do? Let's say I'm an unscrupulous person from, as you would say, let's say I'm a Mossad Israeli, whatever it is. And I'm just an unscrupulous and I want to get the point across. I say, okay, America, you don't think Iran's scary? Huh? You're listening to that Judge Napolitano too much, huh? That Max Blumenthal? You think we're a bunch of bad guys, huh? You think we overreact? Okay, watch this. And then one day, this horrible event happens in I don't even want to say what it is. Not that my thoughts, but it would be some event or a place or something that is absolutely something really bad happens. And somebody leaves a calling card. It's Iran, but it's not. It's a false flag. It's somebody making it look like these people, or making it look like Hamas, or making it look like Hezbollah or the Houthis. Let's just assume. It's so obvious. Do you know what America would say? What do you think America would say the next day? I think breaking news, Iran takes responsibility for this. And you have Harris Faulkner, breaking news, ding, 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 ding. Iran bombs the Thanksgiving event. Iran bombs the Holland Tunnel. Iran hits Las Vegas or Mall of America or some little petting zoo in East McKeesport, Pennsylvania. Iran America under siege. And then Nicole Malliotakis runs up to the sky. We're going to get those people. The Iranians were. And you're going to say, wait a minute, hold it. Are you sure? Am I what? Are you sure they did it? What are you getting at? What are you suggesting? A conspiracy theory? No, wait. I just want to make sure. Do you know what they did? I'm not sure what they did. What do you mean you don't know what they did? By God. Can't you see it? That will be the end of it. That'll be the end of it. And all of a sudden, I hate to say it, but people like Max Bloomberg, all the people that say, what are you talking about? Whoa. It's so obvious. And why it hasn't happened, I thank God it hasn't happened. Is that the truth? Of course it's not the truth. But it would change everything. You wouldn't be hearing, there would be moves to not only sanction the ICC or ICJ, but arrest those judges. It's that easy, that simple, like that. So be careful. Be careful when you ask the truth. And let me also say something to you. Mr. Haney, I want to thank you, Mr. Haney from Member Green Acres. I want to thank you for what you have done today. You have been so wonderful, inspiring us with these overgeneralized, rather pap and pablum-esque trite truisms and kind of a unidimensional anodyne, saccharine, and unidimensional pieces of, frankly, pap. But thank you. Thank you for this. We appreciate it immensely. You have added tremendously to this. And Evan Webb, thank you. Denise Vitrino, thank you. John Jelaine Sparky, thank you. And all of us in the Venetian Conspiracy and the Jesuit groups, thank you for your input. Ricardo, thank you as well. Extra Mile, ML Pope, I thank you. Drew West Press, John Jelaine, Johnny Maz, the Spaz, we love you. RC, Therese Skinner, Raul Rodriguez, one of the best. White Monkey, thank you. Oh, let me see. And that's it. Did you learn? Did you think? Did you say like, wow, this was fun. This was fun. I really thought about some stuff. I never thought about it. Did you think that? I hope so. Because that's what I want you to do. I want you to think. All right, dear friends, have a great and glorious day. See you later. Don't forget to subscribe. Somebody wrote here. Unscheduled says, whatever I just watched was cool, but it wasn't the truth. Okay, thank you. I like that. Very good. Anyway, friends, don't forget to subscribe to Lionel Nation. Also, follow Mrs. L. Watch her latest video on what they're doing for Wicked, which is disgusting. All right, dear friends, have a great and glorious day. See you later. Don't forget the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya.